This is the time period where I liked OJ. You know, this was when he was still married to his first wife, Marguerite. And you see Arnell, his daughter, and Jason, his son, and, a nice upper class black family. So, anyway, many of you might have heard OJ has died. I remember a year ago, he was out on Twitter and he had said he had cancer. I believe it was sometime in 2023. Here's what I don't get. The media is out here talking about um, murder suspect. First of all, he was found not guilty, whether y'all like it or not. And I'm not mentioning that at all because if he was found not guilty, then why bring up some murder suspects? I'm not talking about that. I'm not the media and I don't have to do that. So, anyway, he died of prostate cancer. And I remember he was talking about how he had beat the cancer and it just seems like it must have came back, which is not an unusual thing, especially if someone goes into remission and then it comes back. They said a lot of times when it comes back, it can be a lot more harsher the second time around. So OJ was a Heisman Trophy winner. And y'all remember, I think nobody will ever forget the trial. They still to this very day call it the trial of the century, which I don't think it was. There are trials far worse than what we saw OJ go through. And, so right now the world is reacting to his death. And we know he married Nicole Brown. He left his first wife, who was actually quite beautiful, and he went to Nicole Brown. And, that relationship did not work out. And they end up divorcing. And there's a lot of details all involved in that. But, one thing I will never forget about that trial is when the prosecution had OJ put what they called the bloody glove on and it didn't fit his hand. I remember I remember the next day at work. Ooh, there was some butt sore people. Oh, they were butt sore. And people were laughing and it was the same people that are upset today were the same that were upset when that glove didn't fit his hand. And then I remember that old useless guy they had staying OJ had staying at his house with that Cato guy. Yeah, I remember that dude. He surrounded himself with a bunch of losers. And that was back when old Johnny Cochran was still around. It's hard to believe that was 1995 when that verdict came in of not guilty. So, everything in this country is about race. So, of course, that court case was about race as well. I mean, that's all it's ever about. And we know OJ did um, eventually go to jail. And it's when he was arrested, him and other men were in Las Vegas and they were at a hotel room and some sports memorabilia that belonged to him he was trying to get that back. He claimed the items were stolen from him, but a jury charged him for trying to retrieve his own belongings back, y'all. And everybody knew what that was about. That was to get revenge on him for beating that case, of Ron Brown and Nicole Simpson, or I'm sorry, Ron Goldman and Nicole Simpson. He was able to beat that case. So This was retaliation. How do you put somebody in jail that's trying to retrieve their own belongings? That whole thing. These people are like that, but these are the same ones that tell us we should forgive. We should forgive. But we notice they don't seem to have that within them at all. And we've seen that time and time again. So he served time, y'all, and he was finally released after he was found guilty in 2008. He was finally released from prison in 2017. And I remember when he was released. I think I did a video on that. So then, over the years, the story of OJ Simpson. See, a lot of people that claim they hate OJ made sure they profited big time off of that case. In fact, a lot of people got TV shows, they got book deals and all. They made a killing on just the OJ Simpson case alone. They made a killing. So OJ is gone. He is gone. And I pray for his family. I'm sure his children miss him. And I know he had siblings, and I'm sure they miss him as well. OJ, no matter how you look at it, he may be gone, but he definitely will never be forgotten. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.